In this video, we're going to be talking about 3 CSS amazing tricks that you should definitely know. So without delay, let's start. So before we begin, if you like the video, please like it and subscribe if you haven't done before, and turn the bell on so that you remain notified. So at number 1, we have smooth scrolling. So for this, we're going to add a section with ID of section 1 inside the body, and we'll add in some content within it. And then we're going to add in 2 more sections. So first one with section 2, and then the next one with section 3. So we have 3 sections. Once these are done, the next thing we're going to do is add in a nav with UL and LIs. So inside of them, we're going to add in a tag with href referring to section 1 ID, and then section 2, section 3, and so on. So I've added a bit of styling to it. I have added 3 images to 3 sections, and I have also styled the navigation bar. So whenever we click on any link referred in the nav bar pointing to any specific section, it just jumps to that specific section without any scroll. So to get away with that and have a smooth effect, you do not really need to have any JavaScript. All you need to do is in our HTML write scroll behavior to smooth, and it should do the job. Next up, we have cursor URL, which means that we can set in images for our cursor. So in the section 1, I'm going to write the cursor property, and we'll give it a URL of the cursor PNG that I just downloaded, and we'll do the same for the other 2 sections. Now this auto means that just in case if this doesn't really work, it's going to go back to normal. As you can see, the cursor is changed to the image that we have set. So for 3 different sections, we have 3 different cursors with new look. So lastly, we have how to position stuff at the center of a box. So for this, we're going to need a div with the class of outer. Inside of it, we're going to have a div with the class of inner. So the first way is by placing it absolutely at the center. So for this, you're going to add position relative to the outer, and then position absolute to the inner div, and you're going to add top 50%, left 50%, and then translate it along its axis with minus 50% x and minus 50% y. So this is going to put it at the center of the div. So the second way of achieving this is by using Flexbox. So to the outer box, you're going to add display flex, and then add justify content center so that it is at the center along the x-axis, and then you're going to add align items to center so that it is at the center along the y-axis. So the third way that we're going to be using to place the inner div at the center is by using grid. So we're going to write display grid on the outer box, and then add place items to center, and that's all that we got to write, and we will have the box at the center of the div. So the last approach that we're going to take to get this done is by adding display flex to the outer box, and then adding the property of margin auto to the inner box, and this is going to set the smaller box at the center of the big box. So I hope you guys learned something new from this video. Thanks for watching. Until then, bye bye.